Guys, look at this. He has the arm in guillotine and he has my neck, of course. I know once he goes to the guillotine, my head goes on the ground. So I need to get my head up. I need to get my head like out of the water. You know what I mean? I don't want to be drowning like and just sink down. I want to get my head out. That's the main thing. So he protects the right side. When I say the right side, the side that he needs to make you just kind of stay there. So stay. So if I was able to go to the other side, same guillotine, but I'm not on that side anymore. I'm on this side. My head is like just out of the water. My head is just up higher. You know what I mean? I can protect myself with that. Even I'm still getting some squeeze over here. At least I can get some breathing. I'm not getting like that crunchy, you know, over my neck and just kind of sinking me down. So I'm defending myself. The guy almost passed my guard. I'm turning my knees and then he just sink a guillotine. I can just stay there. You know what I mean? I can just stay there. Wait till his arm gets higher, you know, get a little bit, hope his arm gets higher, hope he's not really strong, and then I hope like, okay, now I can get out of it, or maybe, okay, I'm out, you know what I mean, I need to get out of it, and he didn't get tired, and then I'm tapped. So the point is like, I went to a very trouble before, I end up like in a position that he locked the guillotine. I need to find a way to get out and still kind of find a way to attack it. So the point is same thing. As soon as he jumps like guard me, I have to kind of block his guard. I have to block his guard because once he's locked the half guard and making me stay over here and I can't pass to the other side, his leg is over. I'm no longer gonna be on the side that I'm looking for. So the point is, as soon as he pulls guard, I have to block any half guard. Don't let him hold the half guard. And pass his guard. Pass his guard. The point is pass his guard. We don't know exactly like how he wants. Maybe he wants to lock the half guard. Maybe he wants to put the leg over my shoulder. As soon as he like a pull guard on me, I have to pass his guard. Just folks that I need to pass his guard because the side that he wants me to stay, it's not good for me. So I have to pass his guard. And I was like away from the ground. I don't want to go towards it. I want to go on the other side while I'm away from the ground. So I'm over here. He pulls guard. I block and just pass guard. Once I get over here, guys, now is the point. It's not very comfortable, but it's not more like a danger anymore. Maybe he gets tired and then he let go, or maybe he realized like, oh, I don't have anything. I need to get out of here. Or maybe you just put some more weight on him, pick his legs out, keep the weight on top of him, not much weight on my feet, all the weight on top of him, and then I believe like he's the one that is going to start to feel like all the pressure, all the weight, and then I hope he'll let go, you know. But if he didn't let go, obviously, I'm looking for try get out there. I can start work to break the grip, but most like if he is good, he's not going to waste energy. He knows like the move is defending. So he'll probably gonna end up like soon he's gonna I gotta get out of here, the guy's on my side. Soon I'm gonna hold 2 more minutes in this position, and then when my arms get tired, I'm gonna be extra tired and probably not gonna be able to do anything. So a smart guy, someone that will give you a trouble, he'll let go of the guillotine from that. So who's on top, guys? Just sit guard. Just to make easy. Who's on top over here, guys? Just sit guard. And then you block and just go to the right side. Once you get over here, you can even lock his leg, work to break this grip, and then once you get out. But let's take the first lead where you're gonna go. And I want everybody to be able to recognize like you're going through trouble or you're going to like get a way out. And get out of like a guillotine and still be on top, that's a very good like option. Let's go back, guys. That could be very simple, you know what I mean? Very easy, very like a blue belt, you know what I mean? You able to know that. But that's kind of like that's the direction that you want to take. You want to like, even when it get very complicated, you gotta know like the easy way. You know, you gotta know like you gotta know from this like where you need to go before it gets too complicated. So that's why I want you guys to understand like looks very easy, but sometimes it get very complicated and you still gotta know like which is the easy way, you know what I mean? Now let's just focus together. When it get a little harder, when I say harder, like his leg is holding my leg, it's not let me pass his guard, you know what I mean? So he pulls guard on me, you know. He pulls guard on me. And he's not letting me pass his guard. I want to go over there, I want to jump, and his hook is following me. And he's squeezing, you know what I mean? So my hands, guys, my hand has to push his leg down. My hand has to push his leg down. And I don't know how much time I have here, like depends how much he's squeezing. I'm getting choked. So my hand's holding his leg, guys. The outside leg, stay there, Joe. The outside leg, I can just push. I'm feeling myself there. Now I'm back to where I need to be. Could be easy, could be a little harder, like depends how strong his half guard. He's gonna try and move you, like once you start kind of pushing his foot, and that's when you start to divide, like you know what you're doing. You have self-control of the position that you're in danger, you know. You don't have that much time, you're getting choked, so he's almost like hold yourself a little bit, like a little longer under the water, and just kind of, soon you're gonna be able to just get yourself out. You're getting choked, probably, you know. So make sure like you're in there, but like you know what, if you're not breathing, but you know where you gotta go, so you can start to have your head out again, you know. So he pulls guard, you know. I start to push, he hold my half guard. As soon as he hold the half guard, I start pushing his leg down, start getting my knee out. Once I get my knee out, like I'm gonna kick and step, and I pass his guard. Guys, there's a lot of questions, I believe, but I'm trying to make something simple to start getting more complex. So I'm trying to make something like a, sometimes the guy's just gonna hook, you know what I mean? Sometimes he's gonna lock the half guard. Sometimes he'll hook and then he's trying to sweep you. You go there, take care of his legs, you know. His arms are busy. His arm is busy, squeeze your neck. So don't think his arm is gonna be like holding your leg or just push your foot out. His arms, like it's busy, but you can go over there, use your arms to kind of like just free your leg, because sometimes that's what the guy needs to hold in the guillotine. He needs to somehow like trap your leg and keep the hook open. You know, keep the hook, don't let me press. Lift. So you gotta go there and just. So it's not even half guard, but he can hold you there until you tap. So you don't have that much time. So just think about free your legs and then pass guard. Pass towards the side that your head starts to come up. Your head, he wants to keep your head down. You have to go away from your head. Your head's on the side, you have to go away to the other side. Let's go try, guys. Guys, we can go way farther on this, but we have to start from some type of like a simple situation. Can get in the middle of all this that we just drew right now, can get a lot more complicated if you just don't know what to do. He's going to start to just make things more complicated. He's going to have a different options, and you just gotta know like where you gotta go, and you just gotta stay focused. Use your hands. You can't break this. It's already so you don't have that much time. You're on the bad side. You cannot break this, but you can move to the good side even without break this. So sometimes it's not about just kind of do this and then stay there. It's like, okay, I'm gonna stay a little bit getting choked, but I move myself where I'm gonna make the choke doesn't work anymore. I don't need to like just break his grip and stop able to breathe normally. Sometimes just like move to the good side. That's what you're looking for. And I know, like I have a short leg, I have short arm, you know what I mean? Someone maybe, not you, some maybe have a long leg, you know? So have a long leg and doesn't come out that easy, you know what I mean? Someone has a short leg, my leg can get stuck too. Or maybe the time is just kind of like I have no time, I already getting choked. The guy has a very tight choke, you know? So you got the same position, you know? He pulls over there, you got the same position, you start push over here, and you just kind of getting more like crunchy. And your leg's not getting out. This foot over here, guys, push myself to the other side. But now, why I didn't show that before, guys? Because now I'm in a backstab position. So you have to be aware about being a backstab, because he can easily get himself on top of me if I don't know how to be in a back step. So the back step give me like some time now, like I can breathe again. You know, I'm still getting choked. He's still trying to choke, but I'm kind of like my head is higher, just what we want, you know. But now I have to make sure like he doesn't come on top, try to get on top. So I have to stay on top of him. Don't let him kind of like pull me over or get on top of me, because I think it's just gonna get bad. So I did a back step quick, almost like a last resource so I can stop breathing again. But my hands now start doing the same thing that I did before, same thing. Start pushing. You know, I'm more on the side, so in the end, even if you have a long leg, you have a lot of room over here, guys. You start kicking. But now, I don't want to let him go back on his knees again, because I can easily go back to everything that I just went through. So after you free your leg from the back step, like, it catches leg, so we both stay on the position that I'm looking for. I'm looking for to stay on that side, and I'm looking for to keep me on the body. And the point is, guys, he's the one that now is going to start to feel like a depression, because you have a good side control. You're the one that was looking for attack before. Obviously, you got cut stuff in sometimes because you need to push forward, but now you're back on. So that's the whole point. Like, you get out of the guillotine, you're in side control. He's on the border. Maybe he doesn't like to be on the border. You know what I mean? Sometimes, like, a lot of tough guys, they don't like to be on the border. So now is my time to just attack. So make sure you keep him there. Don't let him just kind of, okay, I'm letting you go, and then we break even. You get out of there, but just hold him there from that. So same thing, guys. Same thing that we just did before. Your leg is not getting out. Your leg's not getting out. Your backhand up. Your backhand is just not pushing right. Just push to the other side. Get your head out of that trouble a little bit, and your foot is still stuck over here. Doesn't mean it's gonna get easy, but then slow. At least now I'm not getting choked like on the other side. I have some time, you know what I mean? Maybe he let go quick, and if he let go quick, no, not the choke, let go the leg quick. Maybe you have to catch him. Maybe he let go. Maybe he doesn't even wait, because like I said, he knows like he's being his move has been defended. But if he's not letting go, start coming with your foot over here. Don't let him get back. He get on top, guys. That's on. Every time he try to get on top, my back foot put weight on him. He give up, get on top. My foot start kicking, and then I got back to what I was looking for. Let's go try, guys. Guys, let's just walk on this. We walk on this. I'm ready to do guard. The guy's ready to pass my guard. You know, any moment, come close. The guy just reach for the head. As soon as he reach for the head, like he needs to know if he's in danger, or if he's not really there. If he has like a quick reaction, right? So if he goes over here, just reach over there. So the reach, they snap down. Sometimes can make you fall, or you can still have like a quick reaction and don't fall. If you have a quick reaction, you don't fall forward, so you don't have to make the whole defense and kind of like put yourself more inside the choke. If you have a quick reaction, you don't fall forward, the guy is still kind of climbing. If you still climb on your head, you can still kind of move yourself back. So there's a time when you still on the knees, and there's a time when you just hands on the floor. So if the hands go on the floor, means like he's deep in the neck and your hand is not protecting yourself. So let's just go, please. So as soon as he pulls my hand, if I get a quick reaction, I just pull myself back. If I get a quick reaction. There we go. So what I'm looking for once he reach, this hand, snap his head down. I take his hand out of my head, because I want to make sure I can pull my head up. The other side, I'm looking for to pull down. So everything I'm just pull out of my head, and I'm hoping to don't lose my balance. So he goes there, just snap that down, and just get myself up. But as soon as he reaches and he pulls, as soon as he pulls, I have to just get myself back. If he for some reason doesn't come out quick, and you still feel like he's on your neck, two hands
go immediate there. Connect your hands, Matheus. So 2 hands go immediate there. 2 hands are work to pull your chin back. When I say pull your chin back, like maybe you pull your chin out, or maybe you just put your chin back on your chest. Because the only problem is like when his hand goes inside. So if you have to put your chin inside, now there's no more choke. So you have to make sure, or you put your head out, or you put your chin inside. So as soon as he reaches there, I'm just pull one down and pull the other side down too. So 1 and 2. And I'm looking for either one. Sometimes just one is enough to kind of get your head out of the water. So over here he goes, just get over there. Something happens, doesn't really come out, he connect his hands and start pushing everything up. Just get my chin inside. And everything at the same time, then I'm keeping my weight back. I'm keeping my weight back. Obviously not so much because the guy can still kind of push me and get me off. So I'm just make sure I'm just maintaining my weight. Everything is just so I don't fall deep on the choke and I don't touch my hand on the floor. If your hand's on the floor, you're not defending the choke. So you have to make sure you keep your base and your hands walking over here. I told you guys, once he connect, we can go inside from the top. You can go inside. Imagine this, you can go inside from the top, you can go inside from the bottom. Anything that kind of like free his hands. Anything that kind of like pull his arm out of the neck. And everything at the same time, I just keep your weight back. I don't think people will do this. So if you do this, probably because your arm is inside, is already a lot deep on the choke. If it's a quick one, the guy is not going to leave like an edge to pull. So you have to really not just go on the hand, but really go on the arm. Anything that pulls your chin back. So let's just work on this. One person's over here. Just be careful of this elbow. One pose over here, the other just pull. Just quick. I tap the back of his head and I tuck my hand under his chin. So walk over here and just pull it up. So one pull down and the other pull down on the other side. But one comes from the top and the other comes from the bottom. If it happens to the other person pull and connect the hands, you just keep going inside from underneath or inside from the top. That's what's right, guys. Make effort, don't lean forward. You know, keep your weight back, keep yourself. At the same time that you're doing this, you're not accepting. You're not doing this kind of like leaning forward. You're doing this kind of like just really sinking your weight back. And I'm not losing my balance over here. I'm not pulling on top. I'm just sinking my weight over here. Just doing everything to just like don't be dragging down, you know what I mean? Because he's gonna be like hanging in your head, you know what I mean? And usually he's looking for just like my head. Usually like that's when I'm most in danger. That's when like happen first. I mean, he doesn't really reach over to the whole thing, you know. Usually if you just go to your head first, unless like it comes from like a deep position that maybe you try taking down and then you fall so deep inside the choke. Usually the beginning over here doesn't go over the shoulder because your head is first, so you just go on your head. So just remember that, you know what I mean? So he goes over here, you just go on your head. I'm looking for to keep my weight back. If something happens, he pulls me. If he pulls me, I don't have time to try use my hands to kind of like free my neck. I have no time. If I try to do this, if I try to use my hands to this, maybe I defend the choke with him on top of me. Well, it's not really good. It's not really what you want. Of course, you want to defend the choke, but you don't want to trade like, oh, I escaped, and now the guy is on top of you. He's a mount on you. And maybe the guy make a lot of points and he can't go back to chase those points back. So if he happens to pull me over here, if he pulls me, my hand doesn't go on his arms anymore. If he pulls me, if I lean forward, I pass his guard. On my mind, I lean forward, it's feeling that like I need to pass his guard. It's a feeling that like keep going forward, keep kind of going to the direction to pass his guard. I'm leaning forward, I'm not defending the choke there. I'm not like looking for his hand. I'm moving towards the pass. And I'm moving towards this pass away from my head. Let's try like a really, even if it doesn't make sense now, let's try memorize this, so once you drill, you will make more sense. So once he pull my head, I pass away from my head. my head goes on this side, I pass towards the other side. If my head goes towards this side, I pass towards the other side. Always like away from my head. So he's pulling me. I'm not giving my head. He pulls me, you know. He caught my head and then he's pulling to the choke, you know. He's putting it on the side. So he's the one. If his left hand, if his right hand, you know, he's gonna choose which side he's gonna go, you know. So he goes. So if this happen, my head come up. I pass his guard and my head comes up. Everything's gonna be the opposite on the other side. If you go on the other side, instead of the head comes up, your head gets sink down. You're gonna feel the mat. Your forehead is gonna go straight to the mat if you pass towards the other side. So I'm passing the other way. So he goes again, he pulls. And I stay here. My head is out. His hold. I'm feeling his right choke, but my head is out of the ground. My head is, I'm breathing. I don't even want to show the other side. You know what I mean? Because I don't want you guys picture that. That's not what you guys want. Your head comes up. The head comes out of the floor. So he goes again. If he catches leg, that's okay. I'm still on the other side. Because he caught this leg. He caught like one side, he gives him the control. The other side, he doesn't really let me pass his guard. Right? So my head's on this side. If he cut this leg, I didn't pass his guard, but my head is out of the floor. Right? My head is up. If this happen, if he cut the other leg, I go towards that side. Doesn't matter, I cannot pass his guard yet. I put my weight towards that side, so my head stays out of the floor. So let's just remember this. He pulls your head, he sinks your head down, you keep going away from that side. You don't want to go there. Your head, he straps your head there, but your whole body still have a chance and choice to choose to go towards away from your head. So who's on body, guys? Put the head each side. Choose which side you guys want to go the choke. And the other person pass the guard. Even if you cannot really pass, even if you get cut in the half guard, you're on the opposite side of your head. And your head probably is going to be like look like most like to the light. You're not going to be like sinking down. If your head is sinking down, we're drilling now. So remember, all right, something wrong. Let's start again. If your head goes to the ground, start again, go to the right side. Let's go back. Like everything went way more smooth, you know what I mean? Since I explained too much towards the end, you know what I mean? I thought everybody was kind of going the right direction. Everybody was kind of like, always lean towards the right side. So that's what we want, you know? But every position can change later. What I'm trying to say, like, the guy can try and make more complicated and worse. As long as you don't make complicated for yourself, you know what to do. The guy will try complicated more for you. But as long as you know exactly what you gotta do, you deal later. You know? For example, like I said, if he pulls my head on the side, I just pass over here. Maybe he holds me a little longer, you know. Maybe I'm trying kicking him. Okay, I didn't really pass, but I'm still on the breathing side. I'm not on the side that I'm getting drowning. You know what I mean? So if it happens like he hold this, you know, and then he's holding, he's someone that he has a lot of energy to waste, and then he's squeezing, you know, he's not letting pass. So you're like, okay, I cannot pass. I don't think he can make me tap, but maybe he's gonna trick my neck over here if I stay over here too long. So he can come over here and kind of like, okay, let me just get my neck a little bit out of like that pressure, and then you kind of wait till he kind of waste some energy over there. Someone that is good, I believe, he'll like, oh, I'm in a bad place. I'm just like, no waste energy. Use his energy to try get out of this position because he's in a bad place. But you can decide, depend what the other person do to you, you know. But like I said, if the guy grab the opposite leg, not the same side leg, if the guy grab the opposite leg, just put your weight toward the side. And then if the guy's really squeezed, you can pull it, take your chin a little bit. Don't get swept, don't get pulled to the other side. Work on this and pass his guard as soon as you have a chance. And it's very important, after you pass his guard, you hold him. Because it doesn't matter if you pass and you just defend. If you just protect the choke, You pass, but now he goes back on his knees. And then he's back to the same choke again if he wants to. Once he get back on his knees. So after he pass, you hold him. Because he can kind of make the whole circle again. So just remember this. But as long as you're on the right side, you still have time to like deal with the max situation. But make sure like you buy some time. He goes to choke, you go on the right side, okay, now you have time to deal with the rest. But if he goes to choke and you go on the wrong side, you choke, you're under the water. So you have like a few seconds to make something happen. Or you pass, or you tap, or you break out of that. So we don't want to do that too much. We want to make the right choice. Let's make sure, guys, we have let's make sure we have each other in a headlock position. I think everybody's gonna lead to whatever we worked before. Let's start with like a headlock position. Who's on top, try advance to the next position, to a choke or to the back. And who's on bottom, try recover from there. Attack from there if you have a chance. If the guy pulls to a choke, keep attacking. Go to pass the guard or something like that. That's exactly what we've been working on. So let's start off from a headlock position. Let's go back, guys. Doesn't matter if you start a mat or just resetting a mat. And you just kind of like, you're pushing the pace. What I mean push the pace, like you didn't really kind of like, just kind of set up something. You just kind of just dive and you just push, Every time you just push, sometimes you just like, we count with a mistake. You're like, oh, maybe make a mistake, but you don't give time to the other person capitalize that mistake. And the reason why you count the mistake, because sometimes if you just try to do it right, sometimes you don't have time for that. And the other person doesn't wait, and you have to try kind of catch the person by surprise. And in reality, guys, a lot of things you have to just kind of surprise the other person, because everybody knows what is a double leg. But then if the other person kind of fake, or maybe he does before you notice that he could have done that, that's when most of the stuff works against someone good, you know what I mean? So the point is like, I was really trying to get to the other person's leg, but as soon as I really push to get the other person's leg, I get cut in my headlock. And then you realize like, I don't have that much to control. What I'm trying to say, like, if I have him, obviously I can keep driving, and even like I got cut in some type of like a control from him, what could be a danger attack, at least I'm on top. And I'm on top and I'm like, I'm controlling, I can start walking, I'm on top. Different than if I really push, I got cut, and then the person just down, and I have no like control at all. If I just get here, and then I start to stand up, posture up for something, you know what I mean? If I just start to like move too much, I can easily get cut in a guillotine, in a darcy, anything that like will put me in a really danger. It's different if in the gym and you're risking, you try, you checking if it's working or not. But when you go to a tournament, you slightly get cut in something. You don't just like oh, whatever, let's just see if I will tap on this now. If you slightly get cut in something, you feel slightly danger, we address different. We like make sure like that doesn't get any deeper, and I hope like I get out of here safe, So I push, I get to the other person, I have no leg control. I already feel like myself a little bit more exposed. He has my head, he has my arm. It's not this situation, it's not. My arm's like it's one of my arms is still cut, so he has one of my arms, so instead of like just keep pushing, I just lay down. And when I say lay down, guys, it's just a really defensive position. I'm not stalling, I don't know, maybe I will tap in this position. So I have to make sure like I'm just not moving out of here. And when I say not moving, it's like, not that he's gonna move me, but I don't want to get deeper in any choke direction at all. So I don't let his arm slide into my neck. I don't let his arm slide deeper on my armpit. And I hope I don't move, and I'm hoping also like his arm doesn't really kind of like function that easy. So I push, I got just really tucking. And I'm tucking with my neck, I tucking with my elbows. And reality guys, when you land and lean heavy on someone's arm and you don't let his arm move, his grip start getting tired, you know, his hands start getting numb, you know what I mean, like if he's not really moving. So we don't have to really push to break. Stay there a little bit and his arm is gonna start to give up. And you're not risky, you're not trying to, oh, I'm just get out of here. You get out of that, maybe get out of that tapping, you know, so you have to make sure I push something, I have no, just tucking. Scott, can you try push your arm on my armpit? You know what I mean? I'm not letting him push down the armpit. I'm not letting him push down around my neck. I'm just keep everything just tucking. Can you rotate please? Can you turn down in your back? So everything I'm just doing this, I'm just make sure this arm don't start feeding to the other. I make sure this arm doesn't get dip. Everything just to kind of just stay there. And my neck just tucking. And I'm just like, keep walking. Obviously like after 20 seconds, you already start feel like the person's not really improving, his arm is just getting tired. You can start slowly start to kind of peel, but not really kind of like expose yourself that much, you know. So one person is gonna just kind of like shoot kind of like a bag, and the other person just kind of keep a head locked. Don't let the other person dip any like an anaconda choke, anything around your neck, and you just kind of tuck in. And after you hold, and you make sure the other person, doesn't turn me over. Make sure the other person doesn't really kind of like turn it around, because once you turn it around, like his arm can start to kind of like get deeper inside. So make sure his arm don't move, and make sure he also like don't make you move either. Let's go try it. Guys, the idea is like something went slightly wrong, we just don't risk more. You already went wrong, you kind of was a slap, you move it, you try to just kind of push the pace, and you kind of like you didn't reach for nothing, and then you got cut in the middle. You got cut in the middle because maybe the guy is really good and he was looking for that, or maybe you just put yourself there, you know. It's just dangerous, just like a danger scenario, just don't risk, it's in danger. I'll reset everything if it's possible. I'll give up everything if possible if there's a chance to me tap, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna go towards direction, because the tap is just not a way to fix after that, you know. So the point is like, you got cut in something like a middle situation, you didn't try, the guy didn't try much, but then you in danger, not him. So just kind of stop. Even if you lose like a 30 seconds. 30 seconds in a mat that maybe you tap, like it's okay. Even if you just like don't move for 30 seconds, like make sure the other person's arm like burn out, get tired, let him get a little bit frustrated, whatever. Maybe he's losing, he has to move, you know, let him, you know what I mean? You're in danger, you know what I mean? Danger scenario. Don't move. The person is really gonna try and make you go belly up if you're not moving. You're not moving, your hand is not getting the sink, so he's really gonna try. Maybe he has, let me go back down. Maybe he has a long arm. Maybe he has a long arm, and he's gonna really start cranking. He's really gonna start cranking to make you roll. And like, maybe he's really gonna. You have to stay like kind of buried on the ground and don't turn. And if you survive all this, you know what I mean? All right, now he's getting tired, he's getting frustrated, he's changed the situation, and then you maybe slowly you start get yourself back again. That was like the first scenario. Imagine like you went through something, you got cut, but it's not really armpit, it's not really like your neck. You just got cut kind of like over your head, over your ears, and that happened a lot. Like the guy kind of locks him. It's not really armpit. It's not really like deep inside of a choke. You just got cut in the middle. You got cut in the middle of the hip, like, you know, something like this. You don't push. You don't push because you can just sink yourself more to a danger position. But at the same time, like it's coming out, you don't stay there because you don't want to. It's not about submission now. It's about like you losing position, you give up position, and obviously you still can lose the fight because that not because you didn't tap, you still can win, but you still can lose. So if you got cut in a position like you should, and then that's those scenarios like you start to try to get out. You start like moving back and moving back too, so you don't get towards the submission. So I got cut in the middle. The guy can be strong, tight. The guy can be heavy. You keep moving out. You just you don't go forward. You don't have to freeze like before. You got cut in the middle and you push him. You know, the guy kind of have some. It's sliding coming out. You don't freeze. You don't move forward. You move back because you want to get up. Technique, not much technique. You're just getting out of that. It's almost coming out. You know what I mean? Like there's no time to like, oh, let me do this. I'm just trying to get back on time. Just get out. It's slipping out. It's no key. You know, you gotta get yourself. You have to come out. But now comes like you have to be technical about you pushing. The guy's gonna continue to attack. You know what I mean? He's kind of feeling he's losing. He's feeling he's losing the position. So you remember, there's no technique over here. I'm pushing. I'm getting up. But as soon as you come out, you're kind of like struggling to come out. The guy probably gonna shoot on you. You know, he can shoot on your legs, or he can just kind of like go pick him. You know what I mean? So you make sure. Doesn't matter how you're coming out after your head comes out, or you sprawl, or you just pull your leg out. No matter what the other person does, you know, what the other person tried to. So you free yourself, but you continue to like function in a direction like I still in a under attack, and then you just keep defending, protecting, and then obviously like once you step out of that, all right, now you can start again. So after you got cut in something like this, you can start pushing. Just keep reacting, and the other person connect something. Connect ankle pick, you can shoot a double after, and you make sure like you just get yourself from him. That's what I guess. Guys, I was like really like open up like for you guys, don't be technical, you know, just get out. And when I say just get out, just kind of just pull yourself out and like almost like there's no technique, you know. I'm just really like just getting out of that because there was no technique from him either. You just got cut in the middle. There's no submission yet. Your head is stuck. He has your elbow a little bit, but there's no submission, no danger. So no matter what the other person is doing now, just imagine like the scenario that I just need to get out. But as soon as you get out, as soon as you see like a light again, you know, maybe you just touch inside. As soon as you see a light, you have to defend yourself. As soon as you get your head out, like the point, you just start to defend yourself. You know? So imagine like I just did a bad shot on him, and then I got cut with my head, come out from the bottom, maybe from the top. Like it doesn't matter which level was. My head is cut. You just get out. You know. I have training for very good wrestlers. You know, and I don't have like a technical headlock. You know what I mean? I don't have like a great submission from the headlock, but I can hold tight, you know, and not that it's gonna last, not it's gonna do something, but I can hold tight. And when those really good wrestling comes out, there's no more technique. They just get out and they just like start yanking and just kind of. So there's no time because there's not much position. So your head is cut, just get out, you know, out of that. You know. But obviously, like after that, you got out something that was kind of danger. Now make sure like you just stay kind of like level like because like he's coming for you, so your leg has to move. So just remember like you come out of something, you come out. Make sure like you just kind of you're ready to protect yourself. Like it's not because you went through a danger scenario or struggling that stops. You know what I mean? After you get out, like keep looking for like whatever is coming. So just keep your eyes open. and yourself moving fast, like pushing fast, you sprawl, you know what I mean, like a ankle kick. I'm sorry, ankle kick. After I get up, you know, even feel like it doesn't look pretty, you know, you get yourself out of there because you know something's coming. So even if you have to really get out, like you're not in a situation to look good. You're getting out, you're struggling, just get out, you know. But you have to remember, like I went through a danger, more danger could come. Keep moving yourself out of there until you can kind of have enough room to reset to move forward, reset to counter something, but you're just getting out of the situation. So let's get some more thinking about shoulders. You have to understand that like it's gonna have a risk. There's no like a reward without risk, you know. You're gonna have to just like go through that. And the point is like when you see a move and you wanna conquer the move, you wanna take someone down, you wanna like try to sweep someone, there's a risk. Every risk is not as bad if you calculate the risk. You calculate the risk and realize like that risk is not good. And then you realize like I can go this way and the risk is less. And then you make a decision. But sometimes instead of the risk that you take, the position that you take, you don't have much option because the person put you in that spot that you have to take the risk. And that's okay to take the risk instead of just kind of like back away. That's okay to take the risk. But you have to calculate the risk. When I say calculate the risk, like every move we make, we have to understand like what could go wrong. What could be waiting for you? What could be kind of like end up happening? And then obviously, like I have the positive attitude no matter what. I believe like I can do it, you know, I can do it. But you have to calculate the risk and realize like maybe this could happen, maybe this could happen, and definitely like if this is happening, it's gonna be really bad. And then you calculate the risk, and then sometimes you can choose do it or not do it. But sometimes you have to do it because the time is passing and you want to do something. And we don't have that much time if you're in a match, you know what I mean? It's not just like roll and you start again, roll and roll. We want to do it. So every time we make a move, guys, just calculate the risk, see what could go wrong, and be prepared. When I say be prepared, like know what is the defense. Like you like a move, that's great. You like the move, that's your great move. Yeah, but you gotta understand like what could go wrong and then decide like what to do right after that. This is calculating the risk, man. So my point is like, Scott, can you come over please? This guy has a long arm, you know what I mean? Not him. Yeah. But the person that you're facing. And I feel like I have a good takedown. I feel like, you know what I mean? I've been taking someone down, so I was like, I can take him down. But then I realized like, I cannot be resting underneath him if the takedown doesn't work. The takedown means like, I want to be on top. The takedown guy put me on top. He has a long arm, so what I do, like, I want to take a shot, I want to do the takedown, but I cannot stop underneath, I cannot be on my knees, I cannot be kind of resting on the bottom. So the point is like, whenever I take a shot on him, his arm is already going to start like really get a hold of me. I don't want to go so specific to see what kind of move he has. I'm under, his arm is long, he can just start walking his way to get me there. So the point is like, as soon as I get over here, guys, I have to make sure I finish the takedown and don't end up on his guard. I can do the same takedown that I like, but because he has a long arms, I don't want to end up on his side. And that's like, I've calculated the risk. I know I can get choked. Yes, I have a neck, so I can get choked. But I have an option to be like getting choked on his guard or finish the takedown on his side. I'll choose to make everything that's possible to me stay on his side. So if I have this, I just get shot on him. I start running the pipe. As soon as I go my neck, I jump his leg. And I still have some type of like a hold and neck control over here, but not enough to make him tap. And the reason why, because I got on his side, I'm avoiding his guard, I'm not giving like my leg, put a hook please. I'm not giving a head so he can just kind of reverse and not tap. I'm avoiding. I'm on the side. And my head is up high. When I say up high, I'm not leaving the neck open. I don't want to be here like this, but my head is not sink on the ground. I'm just taking my time. And then from taking my time, I can slow, take my arm out, I can move more and get myself out. But most important, like I want to end up on his side. I can do the same thing. I can do the same takedown. End up right on his guard. If I end up right on his guard, one more time, I don't want to be with my head on the bottom. I want to make sure like I end up on his side. And I end up on his side, and I'm looking for to like stay on his side and get myself like in a safe spot. So I'm not teaching you guys to do one single leg, one double leg. I'm looking forward to see you guys go to your shot, go to the takedown, end up on top, and pass his guard immediately. The person can have like a strong hook, the person can have a half guard, the person can have like a trick you leg, you pass his guard, but in the side that your leg is underneath. You can pass my guard, he can pass my guard and I can keep him over here. He passed my guard, but I keep him on the side that like it's bad for him. So he has to pass my guard to the side that his head, go back. He has to pass my guard to the side that his head is out. It's not kind of sinking on the ground. His head is, he's breathing. So the whole point, the whole point, when you do the takedown, you already understand like there's a risk, not as a risk like he can jump triangle on you. The risk is like you lower, his arm is there, he's gonna maybe try sprawl, he's gonna maybe like an arm triangle, he's gonna maybe an anaconda choke, he's gonna maybe like whatever, anything that he goes with his arm, you prevent most like going to that side. There's a chance it can be really wrong, yeah, but you can't just always count with the most risk and the lowest chance. So you have to calculate that you have a chance to take him down, he has a chance to take a neck, but you try to get on his side as soon as possible. And that depends on like how good his guard and how fast we react. And how good is the takedown also affect that too. If I'm able to just go pick him up and land on his side, that's great, but maybe not always you're gonna do that. And that's okay. So as soon as I start going to take down, as soon as I land on the bottom, you have to choose a side. And the side has to be the side that your head is not touching the floor. It has to be the side that you're safe. And guys, I'm just looking forward to see you guys do this, to maybe you guys see yourself in a different position, different situation that you have to take the risk, but as long as you're thinking about the risk, you have much more chance to successful and to defend yourself. Let's go try, guys. A lot of you guys was able to think about the position and go to a different options. Different options, at least like a left and right, you have to quick decide. That's already like a very hard choice at some time. Should I go left or right? I know what to do, but should I go left or right? You know what I mean? And obviously like better is your opponent. The less time you don't have that much time, the time is clicking now. So that was already like what I want you guys to do, just like figure out like quick what to do. For someone it's like seems easy, but remember, when you take the risk and you're afraid of like something goes wrong, has to be done like quick, you know what I mean? And don't think that much, make your body like respond to you, you know? But just pass the guard to the right side sometimes is not enough. Pass the guard for the right side sometimes is not enough, because like I can easy pass and still have his elbow high. So anytime the person has just the head guillotine and the elbow on top of your shoulder, you pass the guard to the right side, you're not on his guard, you're not on the wrong side, you still have addressed the position. And my point is like, look his elbow high over here. And look how his butt is sideways. He's not flat, he's not on his back, his his side. Make his elbow go much higher. So that's the only concern once you pass the one's guard on the right side. If the person just keep his elbow higher. So he keep his elbow higher. Okay, that's a different defense. Some people can just start rolling, you know what I mean, give up a top position. Yeah, but that was not the whole point. You calculate everything. You got on top, you make the 2 points. You end up on top, and you're good. You don't want to I take a shot, I spend a lot of energy, I finish the takedown, I have a guillotine, I give up the takedown, now we're back even, and I'm tired, you know. So the point is I'm calculated, something goes wrong, I'm still on the good side, his elbow's on top, I have to address the elbow on top. I pass and guard his elbow side. I need to start reaching. The elbow can reach with my hands, or the elbow can reach with my arm on top. As soon that I bring his elbow down, his hip is no longer like a sideways anymore. He's already like a flat. I can even keep his sideways towards the other side. So the point is we do the same thing. He take a shot at me, you know. I finish the takedown. He passed, you know. I'm sorry, I messed up. He take a shot at me. He finish the takedown. He passed. And my elbow stay high. I'm sorry, stay there. Now guys, who has the elbow, just to make more realistic, really turn sideways to make more complicated. And then he has to come over here and grab the leg, keep sideways. Grab the leg, guys, it's so important. It's so important. Like those Scott, because you can pass, the person pull you back, right? So after you pass someone's guard, you prevent the elbow, you reach the elbow, and you hold his leg so the other person doesn't give you back, you know what I mean? Don't put you back there, you know. So the point is, we make a decision left and right, and he starts to realize all right, the guy has a better moves, you know what I mean? Not just hold him in the guard. Now he has the elbow high. Now I have to break his elbow down, and then after he break his elbow down, he maybe escape out of that and not give the second turn anymore. And then you hold his leg. So that's the whole point. Seems like a lot, but a lot of the time, guys, you don't have to even think about this because we drill this and your body get used to just kind of muscle memory, and your body just react. But you have to try to think when your body is not responding, you have to figure out which way to go. And that's what we gotta do right now. Let's go try, guys. Imagine that you go to take down, and as soon as you go to take down, the other person can accept the takedown, or maybe he doesn't fight that hard to take down because he feels like he has the guillotine. So I have this. I have this. He already starts to feel like he has the guillotine and he starts to give up the takedown. My option would be land on his side. As soon as I start to feel like my neck's stuck, my chin is not touching my chest, I'm exposed to submission, I already have to start thinking to just choose the side. And I'm gonna choose the side that my head stay up, not my head stay down. If I go towards the wrong side, your head is gonna touch the floor. And all his weight is gonna be on top of you, even you went to the side. So I have to make sure if he's giving up the takedown, if I know I'm finished the takedown, I have to choose a side because my neck is exposed. But maybe the other person gives up that too fast. Maybe he's just sit down too fast and you couldn't stop the motion because you're already going down and the other person just closed guard on you. So now, and then I end up stuck inside of his closed guard and my neck is already open. And you must feel like if his arm is under your chin or maybe just around. If you feel like it's under your chin, you already know you don't have that much time. You have to do something. You have to be willing to do a quick reaction. And my first reaction, I'm gonna go dive with my shoulder on his chest, just to make sure he doesn't close that gap. I close that gap. The idea for him is as soon as he do this, his elbow gets inside. So if his elbow gets inside before I get my shoulder over there, it will be really hard to me defend. So as soon as I finish the takedown and I realize my neck is stuck, I'm inside of his close guard, I have to move. There's no time to sit on my heels. I have to just like move forward. So as soon as that happens, I just start going forward. And I'm really driving. Because he can easily push me back. He can easily keep pushing me back. So I have to make sure I put a lot of pressure. And pressure to follow him. Because maybe he's not only pushing back, but maybe he's slide back and pull his elbow out. Can you do that? Maybe he doesn't really push me back, but then he wants to. Then his elbow. And if his elbow reach that high, it's really hard to reach over to pull his elbow back. So I did a mistake to land too hard on the takedown and then realize he had my neck and now I'm inside of his close guard. So I went there. As soon as I feel this, I don't get my knees on the mat. I just keep driving, and then keep escaping. As soon as I escape, I keep driving too. And I try to get as high as I can, just make sure his elbow doesn't come up. I have to fight to make sure this elbow doesn't fit inside my shoulder and his chest. And if his elbow starts to come out because maybe I'm not stopping, I have to reach over and make sure his arm doesn't get there. If he get there, it will be a lot more complicated. So I have to make sure as soon as his elbow starts to come up, I have to just keep holding. And everything to make sure his elbow doesn't come up. Like this. So stay. So make sure you get here. You stop his elbow to come out. Keep all your weight over there. Keep all your weight over here. My feet is pushing. I try to get really high over here. Very heavy, very close to his face. I'll try to tuck my chin, but my neck is already open over there. But my hand has to work on his grip. Guys, I have one hand free just to do this. So this hand is busy, he's holding, but this hand has to be fighting. Can you make a grip? If he's doing something like this, guys, I have to go on the bottom hand and just pull, right? Switch hands. If he's doing something like this, I have to go on the bottom hand and just push. So make sure you always go on the bottom hand and kind of push away. You can push away or pull away depending on which hand he has on top. We have only one hand to do this, so remember that, guys. Let's go try. Guys, that's a lot of ways to defend the guillotine, but I'm just trying to find the one that most it's not guaranteed, the closest possible, you know? And guarantee not that you're gonna need that much strength or maybe overpower the other person, or maybe just I need to just slip out of that, you know what I mean? Like sometimes it's gonna be dry, you're gonna be stuck, and maybe your head doesn't really just slip out of the position. You cannot just kind of power through the position. So I got a little bit stuck now, and as soon as you start realizing this, it's better because you don't have that much air, you know what I mean? Soon you're gonna start feel dizzy, start get numb, and then maybe you're gonna have someone wake you up, you know what I mean? So making sure as soon as I realize my neck is open, and then I'm inside of his close guard. That was a good takedown, but I'm in really bad shape right now, and then his elbow comes up. His elbow is already on top. Maybe it's not full on top. You don't have to wait till his elbow go really high to realize there's nothing to do now. There's nothing to pull his elbow back. You know, there's nothing there. So you should have a sense of urgency that nothing's gonna pull his elbow right now before I do something. I have to do something else so I can maybe reach his elbow. So you stuck that. So as soon as you realize that, guys, we have more time. So I got here and I start getting, guys, I want to come up and maybe he push me down. I want to come up and then they're gonna just start stretching me a little bit more. They're gonna force me I cannot do how we did before. So if you realize you cannot go too much on top, you cannot reach the elbow, next thing to do, guys, I'm gonna go on my back. And I go on my back because he's stuck on the ground. Whatever force I push, is gonna go towards the ground, and the ground is not gonna move. So I go on my back so I can push him, and the ground is not gonna be stopping him to move. So I have this. I almost pull him to the mount. But the idea is there's no floor on his back anymore. So whatever I push over here will come out because there's not much resistance. But I have to make sure he doesn't come back. I have to make sure he doesn't land in a good mount because there's nothing I can do. So I'm giving up the mount, but not letting him, not let him let me like full arching mount, because that would be like just that, you know what I mean? Like no more rescue from that, you know what I mean? So I kind of give up the mount, I kind of give up the top position, but escaping from the mount. I'm giving the mount, but kind of already escaping from the mount. So I hope you don't have much resistance from that. So let's go back. So almost something like this. He maybe gonna be try mount on you, but then you try come back. His elbows out. Since his elbows out, you kind of keeping his elbow on the ground. To keep his elbow on the ground, stop him to do this. His plan is to get his elbow really high. Can you go in the position without me? No, like that.
Unmounted?
No, like elbow up. So on his plan is to keep his elbow down. So I pull him to his elbow go towards the ground. So I'm not reaching, but I can maneuver him to. He kind of get what I want without me have to pull him. And everything is gonna depend on like moving his hip. His hip is towards one side. I have to make his hip move towards the other side. That his elbow stay lower and close to the ground. So two major things. I'm kind of give up a top position. I almost let him go to the mount, but then escape from the mount before he lands in the mount. Get on top, but not let his elbow come up again. Keep his elbow down. So two major things, you know, to survive. Let's go back to that again. His elbow comes up. Here, guys, I'm already start kind of like escaping from the mount. He kind of try land on top. You push him back. You push him back, but keep his hip sideways. Keep your hip sideways complete. Just land on your side, Scott. Side. No, side.
Which is side?
This is back. Right here. Guys, this is the side that he has to stay. If his hip shifts the other side, that's the side that like he's gonna kill me. Yeah. So I have to make sure I keep him on this side. Even his elbow is out. I keep him on this side. And then from here, guys, start reaching the elbow, start reaching the hand. If you get on top and his hip sweet side, you probably really to tap. So I got on top, but his hip has to be on that side. If I get on top and his hip turn towards me, I hope you guys see. I hope it wasn't that confused. But if his hip turned towards me, his elbow comes up, and then you're back to what kind of happened before. I'm not gonna talk too much more because I think you're gonna easy to try. If something get too confused, we try again. Let's try again. I should have mentioned, but I just want to make sure to get clear. Like we did the move before, you want to pass towards one side, you don't want to pass towards the other side. You want to go towards the side that the elbow comes up, that's the side you want to pass. So the first move, you just went and you just reached the elbow and you stop the move. But just since I couldn't pass him from the beginning, since I couldn't do this, since I couldn't do it, just land here, even he got his elbow up, if I have to choose one side to fall, guys, that's the side. Guys, don't completely pull him to the mount. You know? You kind of show him the way that he needs to get in the mount, but don't pull him to the mount. I'm going on my back, but I'm not pulling him. And when he try go to the mount, that will be the best time to try come out. So I go on my side, I'm not pulling, and now he'll feel like I think I'm gonna go to the mount, you know, and that'll be like the best time to me comes up. And once you out, don't let him get on top. Get on top. No, come back. Bear it down. Yeah, don't let him get on top again. Come back. Once you out of the mount, make sure you catch him and just keep him there. All right, let's get some water and then get back to roll, guys.